Yo, what's up, everybody? It's Dre Day all day in the place to be. Welcome back. I would say that this is another Dasher series, but since the last interview got postponed and whatever the hell, so there's been a long time since there's been a Dasher series, but I'm back and I got more Dashers to talk to. There's a bunch of drama going on. We just had our first cycle of games, but I could talk to you about it. I could talk to you about it by myself, or I could bring in my guest. He's your friend. He's my friend. He's everybody's friend. He's Plus Ultra. Is that how you say it? Plus Ultra, right?
Guys?
Those are U's?
That's exactly it.
All right. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to get it wrong. Like, no, it's actually Plvs.
That is that. You know what's funny, man, is a lot of times in lobby, especially with the newer players, like they'll actually try to sound it out like that. They'll be like, "Dude, Plvs, Vltra, you're doing great."
Vltra, that is awesome.
Vltra, they go for Vltra. I might have to switch it up.
Yeah, yo, Plvs Vltra might be your alter ego, bro. I actually like that. That's the ish.
You know what I might have to do next time is I might have to just spell it out phonetically, like the way they say it. I might just have to spell it out phonetically as my name.
Call me Mr.
Plvs
Vltra.
Exactly.
That's awesome. Yeah, man. So thanks for coming on. Thanks for doing the show. There's been a bunch of stuff going on in Dashley. We just had our first cycle of games. What'd you think about the first cycle?
The first cycle was, I'd say it was telling. There was definitely a couple surprises in terms of wins and losses, and then there were definitely some really, really tight games. For sure, I was impressed with what Life did out there, for sure. Like the team that I got my eye on right now, in terms of they're going to come right now, is HO. But they got a really good team up and coming right now, for sure.
Say it again. Which one was it? Because you're cutting in and out. Say it again.
Oh, my bad. It's called HOTU.
Oh, Hot U. Yeah, we got.
Yeah.
There's been controversy over that name too. They say it's Hotu. I say it's Hot U. I mean, fight me on it. What?
Yeah. Anytime I see it, I definitely say Hot U. But I think it stands for like, is it like Hitman of the Underground or something like that?
I always say Heart of the Underground, but it's Heart of the Underdog.
Heart of the Underdog. Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
I fuck with it. I mess with it.
Professor Quad is helping spur these teams up, and I mean, obviously we can all appreciate it because we need it, man.
1,000%, man. 1,000%. Like, it's funny. I live out in Portland, and when it comes to just VR and getting people involved, man, that's like everything that I'm about. Especially when it comes to like the kids and things like that too. So yeah, all of Quad's efforts around that are definitely appreciated.
Yeah, for sure. If I could get anybody as kids or adults, I mean, if I could get them interested in VR. I would definitely the homie Eddie Nags from Playtime, my other podcast. He got one right after playing it once, and we're trying to get the other homie one. I might have to donate my old one to him just so we can have 3 of us on there. Because for like a year, I was the only one around here, man. It sucked.
It's tough, dude. It's tough. It's the same. It's like with my family. I was the first one to really get into VR, and I've always really been into it. But it's one of those things where you get one and then you're like, bro, this is the next level. Like, this is the next new.
Yes.
And so calling on my boys, calling family, and I think they just looked at me like I was crazy as hell, fam. Like they were waiting on a PS5 at the time and all that. Yes. So it's like they were not worried about VR. But at this point, I can barely play video games on like gaming consoles. Like, how have you been with that? How have you found that?
So I'm me. If you see the studio, you see all of my toys and stuff of video games. But I love consoles and I stick to it. Like I'm like Jax. I have an emulator on everything and anything. But because of that, I'm able to play more. So for example, I have Xbox and I'm able to play my Xbox on my phone through an app because they have the Xbox streaming, and I can play anywhere. And I have that device that clicks around your phone. The Razer one that lets you play like a little it's like a controller basically, so it turns into a Switch.
Yo,
and
bro, that is so. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead. Finish.
No. I was just gonna say because of that, I'm able to play consoles. But if it wasn't being able to play on my phone, because like I play consoles when I'm chilling with my girl and we're watching TV, and I really don't care what she's watching. I'll play on a console. Sure. I can't just stand up and start playing VR and swinging my arms around and shit. It's just distracting. Even though I'm not in front of her, it's distracting and stuff. So I play, console. But also shout outs to Style Dev because since I got the Shadow PC, I've been able to play my consoles on my phone now, and I was playing Cyberpunk for the last few weeks whenever I have time, you know, in the shitter or whatever, playing some Cyberpunk or whatever. What were we gonna say?
Bro,
I'm sorry.
like no. I was first. Firstly, let me go ahead and shout out Style Dev too. That dude, obviously him, and Lateralus and Fathead. Even though Fathead, I feel like has been getting into other games and things like that too. But those three guys definitely stand out as really wonderful ambassadors of Hyperdash, and I really respect them for what they do. And I was just gonna say that I need to get up with dude about like the Shadow. What is it called?
Shadow PC.
Shadow PC and like all that basic.
I interrupted.
No. I was just saying that when I was a kid, the first time I got into VR was Blockbuster. I'm 30 plus. I'm 35 right now. So
okay.
The Blockbuster that we used to have before it went out of business, obviously, they used to rent out like the Nintendo. I think it was like, I forget what they called them, but it was like
the Virtual Boy.
Virtual Boy. Yep. Yeah, dude.
I had one.
Did you? What?
Yeah.
That's incredible, dude. I was the kid in the hood that was like, Mom, please, like, just please rent this for like 2 nights and 3 days. She's like, bro, I'm not spending $35 for 3 nights for you to play this thing. But anyway.
Oh my God.
Right, dude. Do you still have it? No, I know you're the console guy.
No, because what happened was, and by the way, I did not pay the $200 I think they wanted when it came out, or $300, whatever it was. When it went on clearance, they had it at KB for $30. And I told my dad, you better get down here and buy me this right now. I'll do whatever it is for $30, but you give me this shit. And he, man of his word, my dad didn't, he wasn't the type of guy to just go buy me whatever I want. But I made it very clear, and he got it for me. And I had it forever. And the homie borrowed it, and he loved it so much, like he would not give it back to me. Like he would not give it back. He's like, I love this. And I was like, bro, give me back my Virtual Boy. And he goes, one day he just showed up, and he goes, $200. And I was like,
what?
Fuck. Oh, no, it ain't, bro. Let's just say, anyways, I needed that for smoke, let's just say. And so I was like, oh, that's a lot of smoke. So I was like, all right, I'm going to sell it. Because I wasn't playing it at the time. I didn't think I was going to have this fucking, museum to video games right here. So I would have kept it. They're worth a lot of money now if you have a working one in good condition.
Shit, I bet, bro. It's just, I mean, obviously, like VR itself is on.
So what'd you think of it? What'd you think of the Virtual Boy? I was gonna ask you that before I gave him my long ass speech right now.
No doubt. So the Virtual, obviously, like back then, I mean, it was just everything. Now, because I went ahead and put an emulator on my Quest 1 for the Virtual Boy, and there's a couple games I could play, and so now it's a little bit less appealing. But back in the day, man, it was just everything. I definitely got headaches. I feel like, the first run of VR, definitely, I remember playing it so long that like my eyes would hurt and things like that.
I didn't get any of those, but I did get it with Quest a little bit, like especially Hyperdash. I would see trails a lot because I was trying to dash in real life. But the virtual on the Virtual Boy, I had that game with the boxing, and that was pretty cool. And then the tennis was dope. It was 3D. Oh yeah, it was beautiful.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, the tennis was
ugly ass red
was
though.
like
Remember that fucking red color?
It was terrible, dude. I think that's what was fucking me up so much. Yeah. I couldn't return a lot, but yeah, that red color was a B. But yeah, man, like, and then recently, I hit 100 in Hyperdash, which is just absolutely insane, man. Like, I think the reason that I even got up that high that fast, because I'm certainly not anywhere near the best player, is because I was in, ever since like May. I've been playing since May, and I don't practice. Like, I don't do the training or anything like that. So all of my playtime pretty much went towards like lobby and playing that way. So I think that's the main reason that it got up so fast. Because I see a lot of dudes that like I definitely think are better than me, that have lower scores, but they definitely train their ass off and shit like that. So
yeah, you're probably right. They're selective with their games, because if you play enough games, you will get up in the scoreboards. But not to say that you don't deserve it, man. That's because back in the days in the public lobbies, you had tougher dashers. Now I feel like it's a little bit easier. No hate to anybody out there who's just starting out, but yeah, I go into a few lobbies. I'm like, oh no, I can't play this one, and I can't play it. I'm not a great player. I'm like, I'll say middle of the level, mid range.
Right.
But
no, it's gotten man, and that's the interesting thing. Sorry for cutting you off, but I was gonna say that's the interesting thing. Is like, obviously, Hyperdash, by the way, is easily like I should be talking about it more in the way that I spend a lot of my life around it. Usually playing at least 2.5 hours a day, but it's one of those things where like it's a beautiful game. Like, love the people that play it. Just love everything about it. And the crazy thing is, like, every now and again, I'll think to myself, like, bro, this game hasn't even been released yet. Like, once it gets released, it's going to be just incredible. And I think, dude, and I think you're going to be able to eat off of once it gets released, dude, and everything that you're doing. Like, when people think about media around Hyperdash and shit like that, like, I know for me, it's absolutely you, dog. Like, and I really hope that doesn't change. I really hope that you get the recognition you deserve for putting in the work that you have for this incredible game, for sure.
I mean, we're all doing it for fun, and it is what it is. I understand that I'm very aggressive, and my way might not be the way they go, like, professionally. But hey, well, let's have a good time while the plane's going down, right?
Nah, brother. That's the interesting thing. I love your style. I think your style is like perfect, especially for e-gaming, bro. We need that energy. You're funny as hell when you're announcing, and to me, there's never really any dead moments, and you make sure of that. So I don't know what you've heard, dog, but I think a lot of people are impressed with what you do, for sure. But yeah, man,
as long
Hyperdash.
As the system holds up, we could keep casting these bitches, because we got 5 matches on Saturday. Oh my god, it's gonna be nuts.
Damn.
It's gonna be nuts.
That is gonna be absolutely crazy. I'm gonna have to sit in with you once or twice for sure. I don't know how you
need the help.
That's what's up. Yeah, no, I mean that's definitely all about it. But yeah, let's see.
So let's start. Let's start this off. Let's start this bitch off. We're 15 minutes in, and I want to get through the basics so we could go back to chit chatting. But I want to know,
cool.
How'd you find out about Hyperdash?
Cool. Yeah. So when I first got my headset in May, which I spent $150 more than what retail was because I was so excited about it. When I went ahead and copped that, I quickly found SideQuest. And then, it looked like a popular game, and then I just popped on. I forget which alpha, like game it was, whatever, or what version.
Might have been like 5 or 6.
Yeah. It was hella early. It was like, it was like in, like I said, like April or May. So, that's where I found it, and I can just remember getting my ass destroyed, and it was just so frustrating to go in. And just be shitty. And I remember telling myself, like, I'm gonna be good at this, no matter what. I'm gonna grind and be good. So that's how it got started.
And then, I mean, it's a very addictive game. Once you play it, like, I was never a first-person shooter type of person, but once I played Hyperdash, I got hooked. It was like the speed and the SMGs were like unstoppable. It was amazing. It was good times. But so I know that feeling you get when you play Hyperdash. But how'd you find out about the league then? Like, what got you into that?
Word. Yeah. So that was a really cool thing. I remember, I'd heard murmurings of a league that was going to get started up for season 1 or whatever, but I really didn't think too much of it. And then I had a few different teams approach me. A few different teams that I definitely respect. I ended up choosing TBDI, but I had a few different teams approach me about joining them, and that's where I learned about the league. Started asking questions, started meeting different players to see what my best vibe would be, or what team my best vibe would be with, and settled into TBDI for last year.
So you went to TBDI and you've been on there ever since.
Yeah. I've been rocking with those boys ever since. It's a little bit tougher because everyone on squad, or most people on squad, are international. So the timing, so the timing and then the servers are pretty tough. But really, really, really great group of guys. Angry Boss, El Gambitero, I think is one of the one of the funniest dudes
Oh,
in
they're
game for
great.
sure.
If there was a personality award, I'd give it to TBDI for sure, man.
1000%, 1000%. Now those are, like I said, definitely stand up dudes for sure. We had we had our own little bit of controversy. I guess I shouldn't talk about it, but I was gonna say this, we had our own little bit of internal controversy around, let's say, gloating after a match, and so but literally that was the only thing. Nah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I try not to. I try not to do that. But yeah, there was one of our players, I think, just got really excited after a big win, and there was some gloating that wasn't appreciated or whatever. But I only say that to say that that is literally the only instance that I've ever encountered or heard of when it comes to TBDI and being respectful and all that other stuff.
Yeah, I remember playing that one time, and you guys were loving that I was playing all that reggae music.
Fuck yeah, dude! We're like, run that before the match for sure. 100%.
Let me tell you right now, pub lobbies don't like that music sometimes. I go in a few like, who's playing that music? Can you turn it off or turn it down? I just laugh.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how used to reggae many people are. I feel like that shit, like, definitely nowadays, no one really plays reggae unless you like are a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it is what it is, man. I'm old like you,
Yeah.
dude. I'm old. We're all old.
That's what it is. Yeah, these young kids need to get more into reggae. I agree. I agree that way. But anyway,
that's cool that the TBDI has been in there. Obviously connected to TBD, and obviously I have a connection to TBD. They forced me at gunpoint on their team, and I've been king ever since. I love it. I love it.
That's what's up. No shit, dude. And that's the funny thing, dude. I didn't even realize that you were running with and getting championships and shit, man. Damn.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm a king like the Queen of England, like in name. Like I was on the team, but I didn't do anything.
They needed your moral support. They needed all that. They needed the film. They needed all that, bro.
That's basically what I do. I'm a mascot. I'm on Phoenix. I'm their mascot.
You got a couple championship rings. That's all that matters. That's what's up, man.
Hey, they feel so pretty on my hand too. I'm still waiting for. I'm still waiting for another. I want to get a whole set, so I need a few more. Come on, Phoenix.
Listen to him. Exactly. Yeah, he's the coach on the sideline. Go ahead, get out there and get me a win. I need another ring. Go ahead, man.
So you playing Hyperdash, getting in the league. That's awesome, dude. Obviously, TBDI's been around for a while, so you guys played last season. This season, what do you think about last season to this season? Like it's
yeah. In terms of you mean in terms of our squad or just in general?
Well, yeah, in your squad, the competition, like everything, like just in general, I guess, yeah. Definitely.
So with our squad, I feel like over the last few months, we've definitely been running a lot of scrimmages. I feel like not as many practices, but definitely, we picked up some newer players too that have a lot of talent. So like Free Donuts, Noggle Boy. Vertigo got actually boosted up, as you well know. He got boosted up to TBD. So yeah. So we've just been basically bringing in a lot of different players for this season, and it's really exciting. I think at this point, the team is just still trying to gel. I think right now, just figuring out spots, and we definitely have plans to walk the map here pretty soon, just to get even tighter. But in general, I think we're feeling pretty good about it.
You think the release is gonna affect the game, like in one way or another, like once they release it?
Yeah, and I think we've seen a little bit about that, or a little bit of that, when those new Quest 2s started dropping, where a lot of kids, especially around Christmas time, it was insane. But yeah, just a lot of kids coming in and playing. I think we might get a little bit more toxic, just because a lot of people that are coming in don't understand the culture that is being built and that has been built. But to me, like, it's up to the veterans like myself, yourself, just all the guys to remind the newer players, like, yo, we don't get down like that.
Nah,
and
man.
not being shy, right? You know what I'm saying?
I'm
So
that's on you guys. I'm not. I am not a role model.
Charles Barkley over here. I
Hey,
am not a role model.
hey.
Not. Yeah, I'm happy to do
I
it, man,
do
for the
hood rat
Saints too.
things, man. Don't follow my.
Nah, yeah, nah. And see, and I fuck with that for sure. But to me, I don't know. I have such a reverence for the game, that it's just one of those things where I'm like, nah, we don't get down like that. But I will say this real quick. I definitely want to speak to this when coming on here. While we're on the topic, is so in lobby. I, this past New Year, I'll say it like this. This past New Year's, I made a resolution to myself not to care as much in lobby. I'm very competitive. Like when it comes to sports or anything like that, I'm very competitive. Like I'm not gonna call you an asshole. I'm not gonna say fuck. I'm not gonna call you out of your shit. But I'm definitely gonna say shit like my nickname should be like my username should be push the cart or like get on cart or something like that. Anyway, but my New Year's resolution has been to like not be as competitive in lobby and just to chill, because the most important thing for me is that everyone is having fun.
Yes.
And obviously, I find that to be fun. But if other people, if they're just coming to have fun and they're not trying to ramp it up or anything like that, then I definitely, I want to consider them too. And so that's my resolution, New Year's, for everybody. I love you all.
Yeah, no, for sure. There's been times where like, yeah, I see like there's no way of me winning, so I'm like, all right, well, let me see if I can do anything else or have fun. I mean, it's hyper dash.
Right.
It's like being at Disneyland and being angry. Like, this ride is full. Well, all right, we'll ride any one of those other ones. Why are you mad?
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Hey,
I Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say that's life. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, like I said, it was one of those things because again, like VR, I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like I'm what's this dude, Wade Watts and Ready Player One. Like I feel like I am just, I don't know. I'm like really, I feel like I'm really in the game or some shit, like whatever. But I think for that reason, and also I played sports like growing up. I grew up in Jersey, playing ball in the hood forever and ever, and obviously that can be very competitive. But yeah, like I said, I've definitely I talked to some folks and told them I would definitely tamp it down for sure and chill a bit.
Oh, well, I mean, yeah, and it is gonna get toxic. The same thing happened when it went on side quest. Like it was a pretty, you pretty much knew everybody before that was playing, and then once it went on side quest, a lot of toxicity, not only in the game, but on the Discord was happening. But it eventually weeded itself out and took care of itself, and we got to be where we're at now. So I agree completely.
Yeah.
I think the only difference is we're gonna be able to like see people's names and they're not gonna be able to hide behind these really racist and bad names they were using.
I can't wait for that, bro. And I've seen that too. I'm so glad you brought that up. Like, we'll as we start to kind of step into the drama waters a little bit. Like, definitely, I've been in too many lobbies where dudes will have like just straight up racist names, like, and not even give a fuck. And there's nothing you can really do except like, especially if it's a noob. I just go to the other team and I just kill them as much as possible, basically.
Yeah.
While asking them why they would even have that name. But yeah, man.
It sucks that you have to do that.
Yeah, right, man. Like it's just so lame. And and like recently, I've been hearing that there's been some like I'm black, so that is what it is. But recently, I've been hearing like that there's been some anti-Semitic, words and things like that, and feelings being kind of spewing about, and I'm not for that either. Like I don't care what it is. I think those people, there should be some disciplinary action around foolishness like that.
Yeah, for sure, and there will be. I mean, the developers, Triangle Factory, shouts to them. They're doing great things. They implemented a lot of things that the community requested. Because I mean, they're doing it for the community. They're not doing it because they're coming down on us. We're asking for it.
Right.
We want this because we want the game to be fun and succeed, and we don't want to scare people away. That's why you hide me in the alley and you make sure they come in through the front. Nobody, right. Do not let them see Dre first. They see Dre after they get through the building.
But yeah, man,
So
I'm hoping that when it gets dropped, that it'll just get better.
Yeah. Oh, I told El Chapo too, because he's worried. Well, I don't know if he wants people to know that, but anyways, he's worried that people are not gonna be able to afford the game, like the dashes or whatever. And I told him, man, don't even trip. I'm gonna start a charity. It's gonna be called Dashes for the Masses, and we're gonna give copies of games to unfortunate dashers who cannot do it.
That'd be sick.
But I should probably edit that part out, because then people are gonna be like, "Yo, I want a copy."
Right? You're gonna have to give your email out right after that. Exactly.
Hopefully, but so I mean, I hope they do good. I hope, shout outs to them. You know, when it gets released, I'm excited because I know it's gonna be finally in the store. We're gonna be able to use all the social features of the Oculus 2 on it. It's gonna suck because of that one system rule, because I have two headsets and I was using both copies. But
that's crazy.
They're just gonna do some crap, some updates, gonna add multi-user and share apps, but who knows how Facebook doesn't allow that. You're probably gonna have to sign over something to them.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
No, they're just getting in trouble because of that stuff. They're getting sued because of the whole one Facebook, one account bull crap.
And they should, dude. It's ridiculous. I mean, and it's one of those things where when I found out Facebook owned Oculus, I was like, fuck, like, do I really want to? Because I'm not really a social media cat, so I was like, do I really want to go through all this? And and I mean, I've seen with the Oculus 2s, I've seen YouTube videos of how to basically break into your Oculus 2 so that you don't have to worry about the Facebook deal. Yeah, jailbreak it. There you go. That's the word. And it works fully. I'm gonna go on the record saying, and it works fully. So Facebook is on the record, and the people who figured it out, they put Facebook on the record saying, like, look, it's possible. So you either fix this or it's happening. Right? It's gonna happen anyway, basically. So, yeah. I dig it. But I'm scared, bro. I haven't done it. I'm scared. I haven't done it. Me too, right? I'm scared too because I don't want to end up with just a brick, basically, dude. Yeah. So I'm just gonna leave it for now. But I absolutely love the fact that they're coming out with the app share situation. I just started my VR company. It was in December. Yeah, incorporated. We're called Worlds Beyond VR, and we basically we go to we do after school programs and in school programs of underprivileged youth. So that they can have experiences that they may not have had otherwise. And hopefully that will lead them to expand their consciousness into what is possible in the world for them. So I'm really excited about that. But with that said, bro, I'm going to save hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, I'm going to save hundreds and hundreds of dollars on buying games, because I think I'm just going to buy the games for half of my headset fleet. And then, you know what I mean? And just do the app sharing with that. So hopefully it works out. And obviously developers have to sign on to it or whatever. But I mean, why wouldn't you want to allow that? I know a few developers right now allow one account multiplayer on a few VR games. So I'm excited about that. I just found the list. Shout out to Jax for shooting me that list. And we're going to try to do that. Because I'm trying to get more people involved, and for some reason, I don't know how you feel about it, but I don't want to sell my first Quest. I don't know why. No way. Yeah, no fucking way, dog. Like, let me find somebody that would even say, yeah, I'll just, I wouldn't, that'd be a problem. That's a weird thing to me. I feel like I just need to preserve it and be like, yo, this is the first Quest. I mean, it's not even the first Oculus, but I don't know. You have to. But you have to do it. But I'm trying to lend it to the homie because we're trying to get in VR, man. We're trying to create a VR team. Trying to get some stuff going. Bro, you're about to lose that like you lost your virtual boy, cuz you better be careful. Hey. I feel like he's gonna hold it. He's not wrong. Nah, but I told exactly right. I told him, I put it to him like this, honestly, I don't even want to sell you that. It's the Quest 1. For the price, if I sold it to you for $200 for $100 more, you could get the next one, and it's legit better. It's got everything. I mean, why would you even want that one? So, I don't even think he wants it. I think I talked him out of it. There you go. You won. You won that.
Yeah, right.
So you got him not to buy.
The next thing I know, fast forward to 6 months later, yo, Plus Ultra, yeah, you're right, man. I lost that. He gave me $200. I took it.
He got me. I'm the one. I'm definitely the one where, obviously I started to build out my fleet of like my Quest 2s, but I don't even play that, bro. Keep it real. I still play my Quest 1. Like the controllers, low key, I think the controllers are better. The Quest 1 for shooting, like it's almost not even close, dude.
They are. As far as design goes.
Yeah, like to me it's not even close. And I'm trying to think why Facebook would have even gone to the bigger controllers, cuz with kids playing, like when I see like a 7-year-old playing and things like that, like his hands can barely fit around it already. What are your thoughts around that? Like why they would have went
they're
bigger?
similar. They look similar to the Rifts, right? And I think they just want to save money on like production, because little Chinese kids got to make these games and these controllers, and they can't make them fat, so they just change the color on the. I mean, that's what I think. But you're right about people's hands, and so I'm assuming maybe in the future they're gonna release another version that's smaller, like that'll be able to connect with your headset.
Word, like honestly, you might know how to do some shit like this, but what I would really love to do is to get my Quest 1 controllers to work on my Quest 2 headset. Tell me how to do it. I know you don't.
No, I don't know. I mean, I would love, and everybody kept trying to figure it out when they first came out. People are like, "Yo, there's got to be a way." But I mean, I'm assuming like give it a couple of more, few more months, and they're gonna release some sort of hack.
Exactly. Yeah. Give it some time. They'll figure that shit out. For sure.
I'm pretty sure somebody will shoot you a DM right now, like, "Yo, I got you. This is the link," and then they're gonna show you how to do it.
That'd be sick as hell. Yeah, there's definitely some like.
But the Quest 2 controllers are better, I think, at registering like accuracy and as far as like like I don't know. I think they do last long. The battery on the Quest 2 controller lasts forever compared to the Quest 1.
I love that. And and that was the other thing, is like I was thinking to myself, I didn't know how it was going to change my game, but I was actually thinking about taking the vibration off of my Quest 1 controllers, one, to save battery, but also, how when you shoot and your hand shakes a little bit?
Yeah.
I was wondering if I'd be able to get a little bit more stability if I took off the vibration. I don't even know if I'd be able to do that, but...
You mean like remove it completely?
Yeah.
What?
I know, it'd be weird. I know, it'd be weird as shit. That's why I haven't tried it yet, because I'm like, that'd be weird as shit. But if I removed it completely...
I'm just not opening my Quest. That's it. That's all I'm saying. But yeah.
No. Oh, I see what you mean. No, I guess what I mean by remove is just like click on the toggle that says like haptics versus haptic feedback versus not.
Yeah, because when I said remove it completely, I thought you were like taking, because like you said it was gonna feel better, it's gonna be lighter, and I was like, oh, what?
No, that'd be some shit. Yeah, please, if I ever say some shit like that, please tell me that's a terrible idea. Hell no, do not do that.
Yeah, because some of those controllers, even broken, were going for $100 or more on eBay. Apparently, I don't know if that was a joke or what, but that was crazy when I seen. I was like, all right, people buy
that's super
plenty
crazy
of things on the internet.
Dude, so speaking of controllers, have you gotten that drift situation on yours yet?
Knock on wood, no.
Damn, I'll knock on wood for you too. I feel like everyone, well, not everyone, but a lot of people I talked to had that happen, including myself, dog. And I was very, very disappointed when it did. But just for everyone out there listening that had that drift situation happen to them, WD-40 works, even the regular kind that you'll just find in your garage. Like, you don't have to have that special kind, but I applied it once and it worked perfectly. So
crazy. And what is it that's going on?
So what happens is like on the left directional stick, what happens is, like for instance in Hyperdash, like the game will start and then you'll just start drifting to the left. Like he'll start like doing his little crab walk to the left. And what sucks is like you'll be in game and let's say it's drifting to the left. If you try to move right, your guy won't even move right. Like it'll be like kind of like stuttering to go right because it thinks it should be going left. And so you get your ass worked out. That's usually how that goes. But yeah.
And so you apply the WD-40 directly or like on a rag or something?
Yeah, no. So what you should do is take out the batteries, obviously take off any covers that you have on it. And then yeah, I just basically hit it direct and then just move it around for like, 60 seconds or whatever. And then usually obviously wipe it down and all that, but usually what I did right after that was I just played a game. I just played, on my Quest for like 2.5 hours just to make sure
Just 2.5 hours. I
that
just played a little game. 2.5 hours. That's
no
it.
big deal. Exactly, right? That's how crazy it's
Why is my
gotten.
controller drifting? I don't know. I just
Yeah.
do 8-hour sessions every day, but I don't know
No
why it's
bigs,
fucking
no bigs.
drifting.
That's it, and that's one thing that I was thinking about the other day. Like now that I have these extra quests in, I'm like, bruh, if I really wanted to be that guy, I could be in VR all day long, like just picking up another headset every couple hours. But
Hey,
no, I couldn't.
but who wants to be that guy?
Yeah,
I remember
certainly not
before
me.
I had a quest, I saw a story, or I probably brought the story to the playtime, but it was a guy who spent 24 hours in VR. I think it was maybe
Oh my god.
Legend of Zelda mod or something. It was, or maybe Minecraft. It was something, but he spent 24 hours in VR, and he slept with the headset on. Woke up in there, and he said after a while it was just crazy. Like he was just like sick. He couldn't tell what was real and what wasn't.
Bro, the first time I remember, maybe the first week, sometime in the first week after I'd gotten my headset, like there was one day that I woke up and I really thought I was in VR still. Like it took me a good 5 or 10 seconds to be like, bro, this isn't VR. Have you had anything like that?
Well, Hyperdash, when I was playing it for like, because I couldn't in the beginning, I say a long time, but it was like 30 minutes an hour or whatever it was. But when
Yeah.
I play it, I would try to like dash in real life, like almost sprint and stumble. Like I would walk in and be like, and then I would stumble or whatever the hell. And like I said, I saw trails, but that went away.
Yo.
And then a little bit when on the Quest 2, when I got the Quest 2 and I started using it, I got a little bit of motion sick. I want to say a little bit, but it could also been what I ate or what I was smoking. So I don't know,
Yeah.
but it went away like by the end of the weekend. It was gone.
Bro, let's talk about a little bit about this controversy, I guess, because you were mentioning how you get the lines and shit coming after people move after a while. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dog. Like, I don't know if it's me or I don't know, not eating enough carrots, not drinking enough water, but I feel like my eyesight has gotten a little worse based on my VR use stuff. Like, like my real life eyesight. Have you
Well,
felt anything like that
I
at
wear
all?
glasses. That's why I was laughing. I was like, yeah, my
Oh,
eyes are fucked anyways. So like, yeah, I wear glasses all the time, and then I wear glasses. I used to wear them in the VR headset all the time, like, cause I had to. I can't see. Like, to the people who are like, I wear glasses, but I don't wear them in the headset. I'm like, how? If I did
how,
that,
dog? Like, yeah.
I wouldn't be able to see anything. Like, it would be blurry.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand how they can do this. But anyways,
Yeah.
I love it that
Headsets don't give you 2010 vision. It's like, how are you doing this?
I don't get it. Like I try to do it, play without the glasses, and it's blurry as f. But I just got shout out to Style Dev and equipvr.io where you can get all your find out all your VR options you got. Because I went there and I was checking out the lens options, and one of the companies VR Must had a coupon, and I was like, yo, I gotta go. Just Google the names of the company and coupon and see what you come up with. One of them worked, and I was like, yo, I'm buying this. And I got them, and I'm loving them, man. Dude, so I don't have to wear my glasses
That's what's
anymore.
That's incredible, dog.
I feel like it may be just a little bit better on yellow, man, because I can actually see people now.
That's what's up, man. And that's the thing. Does Style Dev have haptic vests on his store yet?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's
He
not his
does?
store. He just he refers you to the options. So, like, if you don't know what's out there, like, instead of going here, going there, finding out what the accessories are, he's got all of the options right there, boom, for you to check out for whatever system you're trying to rock. It's a
That's
good
what's
resource,
up.
man. It's a really good resource. I recommend everybody go there and see what see what they got. You don't know what they
What's
have.
the name of it again? What's the name of it?
equipvr.io.
Equipvr.io. Yep, gonna have to do it.
Because
Sure.
I mean,
Have you?
I knew there was prescription lenses, but I didn't know how many companies made them. And boom, went there, got the companies, got the lenses.
That's what's up. Like that is different. Was it crazy expensive? How much was it?
Well, they're normally 80. The coupon code brought it down to 60. But because my prescription is a little strong, I paid extra. So
Yeah.
I paid 70 in the end. But I
It's
would
not
have,
bad at all, bro.
after getting them and using them, dude, I would have paid more because it's legit. Like yeah, if you're hesitant about getting them, I recommend it. I don't want to
That is a
overhype it.
win.
Never mind. When people overhype stuff, it sucks. Like, Dre,
I agree.
my life did not change. Please stop telling that. It's false advertisement. I'm sorry. I live a simple life. Yeah, vision.
Nah, I feel like that feels like one you could be confident in that people will be like, yo, this is what's up, because it's like eyesight versus not eyesight.
It helped me out, man. I mean, I really,
Yeah.
really love that purchase. As far,
Right.
I'm the guy that had to be convinced to buy a $30 face cover. It's like, what the hell am I doing?
Bro,
Do you
face
have
covers
that
are what's
VR?
up.
Do you have that VR cover face cover?
You mean the like plastic one that goes against your face?
Yeah.
The one that that covers the cloth? Yeah, no, absolutely, bro. And I just think it's so necessary.
Oh, you got the silicone. You got the silicone cover. No, this is the one that
Right.
replaces the cushion. It like replaces the whole cushion part.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
It's good though. It does. I don't have those lines on my face anymore because it's cushier.
Damn. What is this called? I might need that.
I'm just selling
Every time I
products.
get out of my
VR cover,
Right.
face plate, whatever.
And it's on a quick VR.
Yeah, you can see it there for sure.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Yeah, no, style loves you, dog. These are these are free promotions. Style's gonna love you for this.
Oh, it's not free. I mean, he's been hooking me up forever.
Oh, that is what's up. That's why he's even better of a guy. God
Yeah.
damn, that's
Yeah.
what's up.
He's one of the lords. It's because of him, Latin Quad, that I was able to get this air conditioner and keep my balls frosty the last few days. I was here boiling in the studio.
Bruh, that is impressive. That is impressive. I appreciate now I appreciate those guys even more. I'm glad I shouted them out. It's a
Yeah.
real thing.
But
What's
let's get a couple more of these basic questions out the way because we only got a little bit more time and I want to talk some more bullshit with you. But I gotta get these questions out because if I don't, I'm gonna be like, damn it, why did you ask him the question? First question is, what's your favorite map? And then what kind of map would you build?
Damn, that is an interesting question. Yeah, so my favorite map, the one I could probably just play forever and ever and ever, is Waterway.
Ah! Damn it!
You hate Waterway? Is that it?
Yeah.
Why? What happened? What
Nah,
happened?
if you don't, I hate that map. It doesn't have SMGs, and if you don't have SMGs, you can't fuck with me.
That's hilarious. Nah, I fuck with Waterway heavy. I think it. So as a lot of people know, when it comes to my game, like I think I'm pretty good offensively. I think I'm decent defensively, but I'm just kamikaze. I've been like that since I started the game. And so there's not a lot of. I'm not going to be sniping or anything like that. And so that's why I say Waterway just fits perfectly for me. So because obviously you have to just kind of keep moving. Hitting the
Nah,
buttons. So.
bullshit aside, it's a good map. It's a decent map. I'm starting to get used to it. Whatever. I'm finding my
That's
niche
what's up.
and what I need to do. But it's I'm gonna still hate on it because they don't have SMGs. But yeah, it's a decent map.
That makes sense. I see. My thing is, I need to start sniping. I used to be like, sniping's beta, and now I'm just thinking like, yo, like, why don't I? You know what I mean? Like, usually my KD is usually like right around 1, especially in a competitive match because of the fact that like I'm always exposing myself. I'm never just stopping sniping shit off rails or anything like that. So I think I might actually train. To snipe a little bit.
So you're usually the front player, like was it power forward or whatever? I don't know sports references. you go across the map
for
first.
Sure. Yeah. So usually when I'm running with TBDI, well, I don't know if we could talk too much about strat, but definitely just based on my style of play, I'm definitely flanker first, for sure.
See, I like to hang back on that map because I think I'm better off over there than trying to do anything up front where I'm gonna get shot fast. Like we just hit Normandy.
1,000%, and that's the thing is like, you just have to play to your strengths. Like I see a lot of new kids, and it's crazy how, like, let's say you have 2 legitimate level 10s that just you can kind of tell which one is going to be better than the other just based on like how they are tactically. If they're making tactical movements, if they're remembering to pick up health, if they're remembering to pick up dashes and things like that, if they're even trying to dash when being shot at. You know what? Shout out to speaking of newer cats that I definitely appreciate and respect the game. I'm sure he'll appreciate this if he hears it. This new cat, man, Lantis Clay. I have literally watched him probably since he was like 4 or 5 rank, and I think he might be in the 20s now. But the kid's gotten a lot better, and it's been pretty impressive and cool to see.
Absolutely, man. Seeing everybody progress and get better and be who they are it's amazing to see people grow in general.
Right. No, absolutely. And in terms of the type of map that I would like to build, now that's interesting. One, so I've thought about this briefly, but like, damn, I want to see it happen. Is I want to see a map that, as crazy as it sounds, I want to see a map that almost looks like it is an island, and then basically having like water and shit like that on the outskirts of the map. And so having it, that's the other thing, is it'd be tough to have it so open of a map. Well, I guess if you have the water, then that would force people to kind of stay on the map, even though it was like wide open. But anyway, yeah, something like that where
just because it's an open map doesn't mean it doesn't have barriers and obstacles and stuff to like, you know, to be in your way. Like, it is a jungle.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it. Like, I just want, I want open maps where there's not as many walls and where you can actually see out like further. But then like my thought towards that is like, all right, well then what's gonna stop people from going beyond those walls? And it's like, duh, same as waterway. Like, just don't walk off the side of that, you know, building or whatever the hell, and you won't die. So that sounds a lot like ball game. Yo, actually, you know what? That's a fantastic that is a fantastic example. What did you think of ball game?
It was a good try. It was fun. It needed work, obviously, but I like where their mind's going. They're like, yo, we could do this, and we could go in a completely different direction, and I loved it. It had that hyper dash feel and flavor, but it was a different game.
Yeah, no, and it's funny. I at first when it came to ball, I wasn't so into it, and then I thought to myself, like, I mean, if you really think about it, it's kind of like soccer and hyper dash, and so anytime you just get bored of the 3 game modes that we have, you can just pop into that. And so, but a lot of people complained. I'm not gonna lie, I was definitely one who was like, nah, we could do without it. So
I mean, it was if it was a choice between having it and not having it, well, I mean, if we're gonna lose it to get something else, then I'm gonna give it up. But if we're just gonna lose it, then I mean, it'd be nice to have an option. But yeah, the map just needed to be shrink down just a little bit. Even if the score went up to 50, like, who cares? And let the score go up to 50. But the map was just kind of wide, and you have to take your routes in order to get to the game, like get through the match quick.
Right.
I wanted to have more like when you play now, you have more options, more routes to take. You don't have to take the same one over and over again. Like, you know, for me, I take a route, and then once that gets, you know, figured out or revealed, then I try to figure out another route. In that game, you didn't really have a lot of options. You had the route, and that was it.
That's a fact. And so speaking of routes and options, does that change on Quarry? Does that change anything for you in terms of how much you like or dislike it?
The what?
The you know how they like added the how would you say it? Like the little sneaky way. Have you played tunnel? Quarry recently?
Quarry? Yeah. No,
they have that like sneaky way to get all the way to the other base, basically go from A to C.
No, I love it. I love it because there was one time where there was no time limit on that map, and I think I was in a 60-minute match, maybe like 45, but it was almost an hour. Let's just say, like, it was crazy. I was in that match because it just kept going forever.
You know what's really crazy about that is I can remember the worst pain I've ever felt in VR anyway was playing Quarry, and I forget maybe it was a time that the time limit wasn't on or something, or maybe it was 25 minutes. But anyway, like, and I broke my hand a couple years ago, so it was one of those things where, like, grinding on this Quarry, like I had to stop playing for the day because I fingers on both hands just felt so damn sore. Have you felt that, by the way, at all?
Nah, no, I haven't felt soreness in the hands. But I guess I'm not playing long enough. You know what it is? Because
Yeah, I grind.
I do a bunch of these other shows and podcasts, but I just feel like I need to play more. I need to get some of these ailments, I guess.
Nah, that's. I mean, yeah, I grind probably a little bit too much. But my life, man, it's basically. So I
Yeah,
play the stock
you do
market.
VR. Yeah, you do. That's amazing. Like that.
Yeah,
Your company is like it helps the kids, and you get to play VR. That's amazing.
I mean, it's exactly what I want. I mean, I do that, and then I also like I got to wake up at like 6 in the morning here on the West Coast for because I play the stock market as well. So it's basically stock market from 6 to 1.
Is that what day trading is?
Yeah, yeah. So day trading is like a form of trading on the stock market. So you can be a day trader where you're trading throughout the day, buying and selling. You could be a swing trader where you buy a stock and you'll hold it maybe for anywhere from a couple days to a couple weeks, or you could just be a long-term investor. But those are usually the kind of the ways it goes around that.
Okay.
I'll tell you what.
No, that's
I was
crazy. I don't gamble, so I always hate this. Like I'm cool on that, but if you're good at it, it's like even like poker players. If you're good at it, you can make a lot of money real fast.
Oh my God. Yeah, no, absolutely. And it's funny. I definitely understand people's apprehension to the stock market based on, of course, you hear the horror stories and whatnot, and you're just like, fuck that. But there are definitely ways that you can hit, 70-80%, like, what do you call it? 70-80%, like,
Return?
consistency. Yeah. Oh, consistency, I guess, with making some sort of profit on these stocks. And then the other thing that I feel like people don't consider as much is that when you buy a stock, or when you buy a share of a stock, you can hold that, theoretically till infinity. And so, if it goes down a couple bucks, I guarantee you, just based on obviously what the stock market has always gone up, put it like that. So, you could wait on that basically and never necessarily lose money. You only lose when you sell it.
And there's a lot of options too now. They make it real easy to get stocks and bonds. Like I remember this one website with this one app was giving away like credit money on the website. So I bought some Bitcoin stock and it was like $50, whatever. I mean, it was the credit they gave me, and I was like, I'm gonna let it run until it goes to zero. Screw it. So it got all the way down to 13, and then recently, because of all the Bitcoin stuff that's going up and everything, it got up to like 75 now. And I'm just like,
hell yeah.
I told my lady, I'm gonna let it run all the way till it goes up or till it goes to zero. Let's see what happens.
That's it. Of course. Nah, that is exactly.
But see, I didn't put my money.
Exactly
I didn't put that money in. They gave me that credit, so I was like, I wasn't gonna put $50 of my money. I would have taken it out once it was 25. I was like, all right, I'm done. It's over.
That's it. No, I mean, and that honestly, I tell people all the time because I do consultations and things like that too. I tell people all the time, like the very best investors are the ones who like don't do anything. Like they buy something like Apple or they buy something like Tesla or whatever, and they just sit on it and they don't they don't go and fuck with it. Give it some time to plant the seed, give it some time to grow.
Some of these companies we're not giving financial advice obviously, but
I was gonna say
if I would have bought Amazon stock at $1,000 when I was hearing about it, or even like if you buy it, I mean, like now it's like whatever the hell it's at, but it's crazy. But again, I understand all that. I heard about what was it, Spotify before it went big. I heard about Instagram and other things. I mean, I'm not gonna say I was fresh to it, but I heard about all these things when it was kind of like being released or on alpha or whatever. And I was just like, I'm not into that. I'm cool on all that stuff, And now I see it. I'm like, what the heck? It would have been worth a lot of money, but I'm too scary cat. I'm just like, yo, Dre, you're not gonna spend. Cause once you do it and you lose all your money, you're gonna be mad because just watch it from the outside and enjoy the view.
Yeah, and I, you know what, and I fuck with that, and I definitely understand that, and I don't know how you grew up, but definitely like growing up in Jersey, growing up in the hood, there was no financial education. I mean, even in regular school, they don't really teach financial education, but
that's true.
Where I was growing up, there was just never any talk around investing or anything like that. And so I think that's where a lot of the fear comes from, especially from, minorities and things like that. Is when we think about it, it's like, oh, that's what rich guys out in the hills kind of do, and it's super, super dangerous, and I probably don't even have enough money to get into it, just like all these different things. But to be honest, that's really how a lot of generational wealth that has been built and kept and continues to grow. A lot of it happens through hedge funds and things like that, man.
No, I know, and they don't get taxed as much either. But that's a different show for a different day.
Exactly.
Before we end this, I gotta ask, what's your favorite weapon, and what kind of weapon would you want?
Oh, I am so glad you asked this question, sir. Because my favorite weapon and the only weapon that I use, and I'm talking 99% of the time, is pistols. To me, there's something classic about it. There's something primal to a certain degree, and it's one of those things where bro, if you're nice with the pistols, for sure you can be nice with anything else. And then just to finish that off, I've never been impressed by cats that run with double shotguns. I'll just say I'll start with that one. I won't even talk on any others, but I've never been down for those who run with double shotguns or anything like that. I just think it's still a little bit too OP for the veterans, not for the younger players, but for the veterans, it could be a little too OP. And then guns that I'd like to see, I think it'd be sick as hell to have a grenade launcher type of gun, and then maybe even hitting doing a laser gun where maybe the beam stays on for 2 seconds or some shit like that. I don't know.
Nice.
That might be OP too.
I mean, but if it's fun, it's fun. If it makes the game fun, then it is. It is what it is.
Right.
They'll probably nerf it down to 20% or whatever it is.
Right. Or if you could shoot a beam, what would be sick? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, what would be really sick is if it was like a laser gun basically, but it bounced. Let's say it's like a shot that's not charged, and it's a laser gun that maybe does 3 bounces no matter what. You don't have to charge it or nothing like that. You just shoot it, and the laser bounces from wall to wall or resistance point to resistance point for at least 3 things. So it's like a bounce shot, but a laser. That kind of deal would be dope.
I want a shock gun that sends out a beam that attacks anybody within like Ghostbusters, but get multiple people at the same time.
Yo, I love that idea. We would have to think about a way to nerf it just a little bit, but that shit sounds sick. I guess the rockets are almost like homing missiles, but nah, that what you're talking about.
It's crazy. I know.
It's a lot of fun.
It might happen one day. We can go out there and be like, dun, 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 dun. DMCA,
just have the music playing in the background, fam. I'll know what's up.
DMCA won't take me down for that version of that song.
Right.
Thank you, Plus Ultra, man. The time went by so fast. It's amazing. We didn't even get to talk too much about the season or the matches coming up. But if you ever want to do this again, hit me up, man. Thanks for joining me. If you want to join me in the booth, you're more than welcome. Do you have any shout outs? Anything else you want to say?
Definitely. First of all, I want to shout you out, Dre. Like I said, man, I consider you one of the ambassadors of Hyperdash, just the same way I said about Lat, Style, Quad, any of those guys. So appreciate what you do. And obviously, thank you so much. Of course, man. Thank you so much for having me on, man. This is a absolute blast, and you already know, man. If anytime that I can get in on one of those sessions to be next to you, commentating on some of these awesome matches, man, I'm definitely there. And then just quick shout out, of course, shout out to all the TBDI. Shout out to any of my guys in the game. Shout out to Worlds Beyond VR, and shout out to your dope ass network, dog. Super Audio is the shit.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no doubt. You should definitely. I would like to see you on SNVR on one of their episodes talking about your business. Say the name of the business again.
For sure, it's Worlds Beyond VR. Yep. We should have our website up in about a week and a half. I just commissioned that. But yeah, man, up and doing it. Up and doing it.
Hey, yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. Well, maybe we'll have you back on. We can talk more about that. Because that's really interesting and that's needed, man. Because I'm a techie and I buy all kinds of crap, but I don't need to own it. I don't want to own it. It's not that I'm greedy. I like to try everything. I like to use it. I like to see that it exists and see what it looks like and how it works. So it's cool you're doing that for young kids because they need access to stuff like this. They need to be able to dream and see that this stuff is real. Because sometimes you see it on TV, but it's not. Until it's in your hands, you don't know how good it is.
Yeah, you can't relate to it, right? Until you actually experience it, you can't really relate to it.
I was telling everybody with Switches, like, for the same price of Switch, you can get a Quest, man. Just let it go and get this. This is a whole different world, but I get it. Some people
Switches are 300? Switches are 300?
Yeah, Nintendo Switch is 300. And then but I mean, I get it. Some people they can't play the games, and that's fine. But yeah, plus come back. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this. It's been a while. I'm gonna release this tomorrow, hopefully, if I remember. But for sure, we got a match tomorrow. D versus I forgot to see who it was, and I'm stalling because I'm looking for the calendar. And it's D versus. Oh man, no, I don't want to make a fucking thing. Thinks I want to make one. D versus TMNM. There we go. I kept trying to remember that name, but I couldn't.
Very impressive squad, by the way. I'll go with that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely shout out to them. Very
for
impressive
sure.
squad.
And then what sucks about that matchup is I'm literally maybe you could join me for that one because I'm literally gonna have both of my co-hosts playing against each other.
Oh damn! Yeah. What time is it?
It's at 6 p.m.
6 p.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Got you, brother.
All right. And then Saturday we got Phoenix versus we got at 10 a.m. for me with PST. Supernova versus TBDI. Oh, nice. That's at noon. Good luck on that, my man. 1 p.m. HHI versus Ajax. And 3 p.m. we got D versus Arc. The rematch of finals. I know people are gonna join for that. That's like finals all over again. And then we got other versus TMNM at 7 p.m. 5 matches Saturday, 2 on Sunday.
Jesus.
Actually, one they moved one, but it's gonna be a dope day.
That's what's up.
Also, hats and beanies are still available. Get at me if you need that link. All the money supports the network and supports the cast. New merch is coming soon. I apologize to everybody. I told you I was gonna do it, and I didn't do it, and I'm sorry. But I gotta get it done. The new teams gotta get their merch, and everything's gonna get done. I promise. I can't keep promising and lying. Shout outs to the board and Lat and everybody for all the crap they have to deal with and for creating this awesome league. Shout outs to all the teams because if we couldn't, without the Dashers and the teams, this would be just a bunch of people standing around doing nothing. Shout outs to Triangle Factory for making a dope game and bringing this dope community together. Shout outs to my clan, Hell's Hitman, and shout outs to my teams, D and Phoenix. I know I can't be on 2 teams, but I still shout them out. Whatever. Thank you so much, Plus Ultra, again. Anytime, come back. Thank you for helping me out tomorrow. Let's get the hell out of here, man.
Hell yeah, that sounds good to me. Thanks again, Dre. Yeah, man, we'll see you tomorrow for that awesome matchup.
Busy, outs.